So in this video, I'm going to share with you why I believe most people are completely wasting their time by focusing on changing their limiting beliefs. Now, when I say this, I don't mean that limiting beliefs aren't keeping you stuck in life. When I first started my own journey, I would try to change my limiting beliefs. I knew I had a lot of them, and I knew that there's a big problem because I realized that my behavior was dependent on the beliefs that I had, because beliefs are very powerful. Your belief is nothing but your state of certainty about the meaning that you've given to something in your life. Tony Robbins said this, and I completely agree that beliefs have a profound impact because they're going to change the way that you experience the world. When I was growing up, I saw a lot of evidence of money being one of the limiting factors in my life, and I didn't believe that I could ever make a lot of money. And obviously that changed. That changed not because I did some powerful affirmations, getting up in the morning every day saying I'm a money magnet, I am enough, I can do anything and all that crap, because that doesn't work. Affirmations do not work. Trying to lie to yourself and say something that you don't really believe is true does not work. Faking it till you make it does not work. There's a better way to do this. There's a much better way to do this. Every limiting belief, every belief for that matter, whether it's something that makes you feel great and empowers you, or holds you back and keeps you stuck in life, every belief that you have actually comes from somewhere. It comes from you could say, a defining moment in your life, usually something that's happened when you were very, very little. So I'll give you an example. When I was growing up, I mentioned earlier, I had a lot of limiting beliefs when it comes to money, and I had a lot of limiting beliefs when it comes to hard work and struggle. In fact, I used to believe that struggling in life, working really, really hard, is a prerequisite to making money. That's what I used to believe. And that's not true. And if you look at some of the wealthiest people in the world, they actually don't work very hard to make money. They're not spending hours and hours and days upon days to make money. Yes, they work hard, but that isn't the reason why they're making money. Now, when I first started, I didn't have any clue about this. And I just thought the harder I worked, the more money I'll make. And again, I worked really hard for over 12 years of my life doing a job. I climbed to the top of the corporate ladder, but I didn't really make much money at all. And I started thinking about, okay, where did this belief come from? And obviously it came from when I was very little, looking at my parents. Through experiences that I had in my life, things that I saw, I started to believe that if I didn't struggle, if I didn't work for hours and hours, then I would never get anywhere in life. And so therefore I had to struggle to make money. And the funny thing is that I started looking for ways to struggle and not for ways to make money. So you see how your beliefs actually color the experience of life, and also starts to basically decide for you what options and strategies become available to you to solve any problem. It's basically an event that creates an impact. And this event then creates a fear, some sort of fear. And that fear is what leads to beliefs. So I'll give you an example of somebody that I've been working with, a client that I've been working with. And this client of mine, he comes to me and he says, I've been having a lot of problems with my health, and I've been having a lot of problems with anxiety, and I've been having a lot of problems with feeling this constant state. Something happens and I start feeling really, really anxious, and I start overthinking and what could go wrong, and etc., etc. And it's really affecting his day-to-day life. It's really affecting his work. It's affecting his health. It's affecting his money situation, and just generally affecting his state of calm and peace in his life. And when we started working, we realized through this amazing test that I have, that once he did it, we found that really what's been driving him is the core fear that he is going to be unsupported, that he is going to be abandoned and alone in life. And this is a very profound fear, because you might be thinking, what the hell does him having anxiety and feeling like he has health issues have to do with abandonment? But the thing is that he gets a lot of love and attention when he is anxious. In fact, he was referred to me by somebody that loves him very much, cares for him very much, and this was a way for him to receive love and caring from the people around him, because if he's okay, if he's fine, then he believes that he won't be cared for. The thing is that every belief that you have, whether it's a limiting belief, whether it's an empowering belief, is there because it's trying to help you in some way. The human brain, the human mind is an extraordinary thing. Everything has a purpose, and every action has a reason. Every belief, which is a mental action, has a reason. And the reasons, most of the time, is that it's trying to protect us, it's trying to save us, maybe not the us today, but a previous version of us, probably the version of us of when we were very little, or when we were unable to defend ourselves, or when we were dependent on our parents or dependent on family members for survival. And the thing is, these patterns, of fear are set during that time. Something happened where you realize that, oh my God, if I don't do this, then I'm going to die, or then I'm going to be left alone. Then I'm not going to be able to survive. And because of that being such a primal fear, it becomes patterned into our behavior. Now, as we grow up, we become more self-sufficient, we become independent, we become adults, and we can then go out and we have more options in life, right? We can go out there and create a support structure for ourselves. We can go out there, make new friends, we can find lovers, we can make money, create resources to make sure that we survive and thrive in life. But the problem is that because these fears are set and these patterns are set when we were so young, and they keep repeating themselves, they limit us even today. So most of the self-limiting beliefs that you have are actually a result of the fear, the core fear. And everybody's core fear is very different. And the only way you can start changing these beliefs is by addressing that fear. But how do you even start if you don't know what the fear is? So here's my invitation to you. I have something, it's completely free. You can go and check it out right now. In the description of this video, I'm going to give you a link where you can go and do an assessment. And this assessment will tell you about your core fear, what drives you. If you figure out what your core fear is, and you will realize that your self-limiting belief is doing nothing but protecting you from that fear, then we can start actually changing these beliefs, because we don't want to address the belief. That's just the surface level. We want to address the fear. It's like when you're cleaning out your house and you find all this trash, and instead of taking the trash out, you're actually putting the trash under the rug, you're putting it inside the cupboards, so you can't see it in the house. The house is clean, but it's not really clean because the trash still exists. The trash is still there under the carpet, under the rug. And until you take that trash out, it's going to keep attracting all the pests, all the cockroaches, all the situations in life that you don't want. Have you experienced somebody who's going from one bad relationship to another bad relationship to another bad relation, or somebody who makes money, loses money, makes money, loses money, makes money, loses money? It's because they're engaging in behaviors that are coming from self-limiting beliefs that are designed to protect them from their fears. And until they address the fears, nothing's going to happen. So if you want to address your fears, go to the link in the description, click on that. It's completely free. See you there. Take care.